Candace will sit down with you and see what that career path looks like. We've had people come in and think they're bodymen and end up being painters, and vice versa. Really, the combo thing is not as common anymore for bigger shops. We just want you to focus on one thing. It's good to know both sides so you know what to expect when you're on either side of the spectrum. But some people get into it and they end up not being as hands-on as they thought. They become estimators. Estimators make great money too. Not as much as techs, of course, but it is also a good field if you're like, man, I'm not a guy that wants to weld quarter panels on. So there is many different areas to go in, and of course move up in management. You can become an elite estimator or a lead shop manager or all those are needed in this field. But it all also depends on how much do you want it, how fast do you want to learn, how dedicated are you, and you can apply that to anything. But in this field, we have had techs like Max is a great example, or Alex, that have gone from the 2-year program at Tulsa Tech and now became B+ techs making 6 figures a year already within 2 to 3 years, right? You had a question for me?
So I was wondering, to be able to work on this job, you have to do like Tulsa Tech 2 years?
You don't have to, but it helps out a lot to hit the ground running. The bridge program we have with Tulsa Tech really backs you up a lot. It helps transition you and move you faster because you do have some background in entry-level skills, right? So when you do come in, we throw you in the fire, and not in a bad way. So other shops, and maybe not all of them, but most shops, you sit and watch on the sideline for 2 years. And we don't want that. We're the kind of people that want you to get on the ground floor. So that's why we have the team set up. When we have teams, I can put an entry-level technician with an A-Tech that's an experienced technician, and iron sharpens iron. I can get you up to speed in 8 to 12 months if you want it, of course, but usually 8 to 12 months. Now you're a C+ tech, and you're able to start going on your own. There's gonna be a day where you're hourly starting out, of course, because if you were flagged, you would starve, you're still new, but there's gonna be a day where, in that career path, where it's like, hey, I am now producing 80 hours a week flag. I am ready to go. Always learn something, always advance yourself. And you may learn something very little, but you're gonna use it on the way there, especially working on different brands of cars. You're gonna learn so much. We're one of the maybe the only EV repair center in the Tulsa area. So you're gonna learn a lot about EVs and how to handle EVs. You're gonna learn, but you need to excel and round yourself and chisel your knowledge and your expertise and skills, because you're gonna use that on the way. So be a sponge and absorb that information so you can be tailored as you grow into these roles.
Always be willing to learn. We offer classes on Saturdays we've been doing a glass class, putting in windshields.
We don't sublet glass anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's in-house.
So because of that, we actually hired some guy that's what he did for a living. He came and taught classes on Saturdays, and at first there wasn't a lot of people, and now there's more people showing interest because why? Now these guys are getting paid more money, more flag hours to put in glass on these.
You're gonna make 2.5 hours in 1 hour changing out a windshield.
Yeah,
Good for you.
and it's easy. So we always have opportunities to learn. If you get in here and you start doing body work and you want to learn how to be an estimator, you want to translate into sales, or you want to do something, the sky's the limit. You just have to be willing to put in the effort and willing to show that you are faithful, and man, the sky's the limit. We've got some body guys that, like you said, that are making stupid money.
I mean, I can't say their names, but there's body techs, and I don't want to get you guys blow your mind too much, but there is body men here, A-techs, of course. There have been techs for over 8 years to 10 years that are making almost $400,000 a year here right now, 380 to 400, because of this process.
I told your teachers I need to go back to tech school.
I want to be body guy. You guys need to teach me more money. But and also on the employee benefits and perks side, we have great benefits from healthcare to everything in between. We have ice cream Fridays. Every ice cream, we all take a 15-minute break because we're next door to Bluebell. So we get 100 pounds of ice cream a week. Make sure everybody cools down, talk about whatever you want.
What day is it?
Friday.
That's not today.